Hello and welcome back to Black Mirror 2. Did I say you'd hear from me again? So last part, we left off right before getting out of the bunker. Hopefully. Because we got the grate open, so hopefully that will get us out.
Okay, the two bars have been ripped clean out of the concrete. Now there's enough room to climb up through the crevice.
Since it was so complicated to get out of here, good lord.
Let's hope that the crevice leads to freedom.
I'm not going to even repeat the list of long items you need to keep in your bunker to get out of it. You know, if you're being attacked by an evil order who you don't know the intentions of, it's a very specific situation that you need those list of items, but, you know, it happens. Okay, where am I? Oh, there I am.
Oh, God damn it.
Ah,
I
lovely.
The trap and land in the Order's assembly room? Oh, this can't be for real. Fortunately, it looks like there's no one here.
We just have some very poor timing.
Not again. Why do I continuously find myself standing in front of locked doors? Ugh! Oh, hell.
Yeah.
That's another way of doing it. Alright. Calm down now. Angelina's still missing. Perhaps she's been used as bait in order to lure me.
I don't think so.
Why? Where's she now? Perhaps I should talk to Miss Valley again. She knows more than she lets on. The question is, what's with the Order? I mean, who belongs to it? What do they want from me? Ah!
Oh, you're not very good at escaping. Looks like we just got caught again. He just floated up. Oh, looks like we're done with another chapter. Yep. Also, 4. Another thing to say that Reginald wasn't part of the Order is that he's not wearing a mask. We saw, like, the first one is wearing a mask. So if we see other members of the Order without their masks, then maybe it's only for that area because it's their headquarters. Because that's part of the rules.
Oh, my head. Who the hell was that? Now where am I? I've got to free myself somehow before whoever it is comes back.
Okay, we've got
A thin
wooden strip.
of wood. I think I can reach it.
Okay. It's a bad choice to leave me in a rolling chair. If you want to keep a prisoner in their place, you probably shouldn't put them in a rolling chair where they can get around everywhere.
An old cleaning cloth. Quite obviously not been used for quite some time.
So we've got bonds, wooden strip, old rag. What else we got around here? A bottle?
A green plastic bottle. I can't see what it is exactly. I'll shove it closer into the light. Huh. Kerosene. Judging by the weight, there's also still some in it. Huh.
Can we... No, we probably can't, right? No, not the bonds. What happened to our rag? Thank you! Oh, because it's in between our feet.
few shards of glass, probably from the broken oil lamp. They're curved and relatively thick. I can't reach it.
Ah, okay.
I could try to cut the bottle open.
That's rather violent. Okay, No, not the piece of glass. Oh, it just respawns over there. Yeah, we want to drip...
I think I've got it all. The rag is now soaked in the kerosene.
Kerosene lamp?
Huh. An old kerosene lamp. Looks pretty big and heavy. The glass is missing. I better leave it there.
We can pick up glass again.
There's bright daylight streaming between the nailed up planks. How long was I out for? There's bright daylight streaming between the nailed up planks. The furniture's been covered to protect it from dust. And taking a good look at it, I'd say nobody's been here for years. The rag's soaked in kerosene. Well, the rag's soaked in...
We can still pick up a piece of glass.
Good. I'll hold the shard of glass.
Ah, yeah, I was thinking that's what we're gonna do.
I think it's doing it. The shard focuses the light and hits a tiny spot on the material. Now that oughta... Wow. Way cool.
Yeah, we're a firebug.
Oh, okay. I have to get there. That looks better
Okay.
already.
Can we use that on our bonds? Yeah, apparently so. Not very good kidnappers. They don't seem to keep us in very secure locations. Okay, granted, the bunker is a pretty secure location. Oh, how nice.
That's much better.
So we've got 2 more chapters to go. I'm not sure how long each one's gonna
This
be.
rope was last around my chest. It's notably longer than the other pieces.
Then we better take it.
Huh. The remains of what I was tied up with. Several pieces of rope, all between 1 and 2 yards long.
Well, I guess let's clean up our mess. We were nice enough to put out the fire where they kidnapped us, so yeah.
The
Chair.
office chair won't fit in here at all. It was probably brought here to tie me onto. The office chair won't fit in here at all.
Oh my gosh, you got so many things to look at.
The idea of these things is that you hang your suit or uniform over it to stop it creasing. You can then maybe brush it down, too.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, we're gonna take it. Are we going to... No.
Let's see what's behind it.
Oh, the Gordon family
Interesting.
tree.
A family tree. Hey, maybe he'll give me some pointers to where I... There, right at the top. Samuel and Catherine Gordon. Then is that the Gordon's family tree? So this house also belongs to a Gordon. Are they behind the whole thing? The Gordon's family tree, beginning with Marcus and Mordred and going up to Samuel and Catherine Gordon. Hundreds of years of family history, full of murder and suffering.
Okay.
The windows are nailed up with heavy planks. I'm not gonna get out of here. Huh. It doesn't look to me like I'm gonna be able to loosen the boards. Not one bit. Fastened up for good.
Okay, pictures.
2 landscape pictures. One shows a small rural town, and the other one a moorland scene. There's a brass plate under the picture of the town. There's something on it. Cardiff, 1812.
Strange place?
The place in the wall looks a little strange somehow. A secret compartment. Oops, a kid's toy. Nothing more than kids' toys. Some child must have made themselves a store here.
Okay.
I've already got the toy car. I don't need any more of those things.
Got some more
There's some
things.
other stuff on the shelf. Looks like the mice have been at them. Some of the things have holes in them.
Oh, we can take something.
A head. I think it's for putting your wig on, so that it keeps its shape.
Yeah, we're gonna make a
Definitely use
fake.
that.
We are definitely going to make a fake.
Damn it, not holding. They certainly don't belong together. A battery-powered toy car. When you turn it on, it just goes dumbly straight ahead. Looks like it's hardly been played with. Huh. Looks like tightly bundled material. Towels, bed covers, sheets, blankets. Perhaps the occupiers weren't able to take them with them, but also didn't want to just leave them to the rats and mice. That's why they bundled them all up as tightly as they could. The thing weighs at least 60 pounds. I'd rather not drag that around with me. The cloth is so tightly bound that it's gone rock solid. Weighs a good 60 pounds, that thing. The cloth is so tightly bound, the office chair won't...
Okay, the door's gonna be locked. Come on.
Hallway with a stair at the end. There's a kids program on the TV.
Oh, no, it's not. This is the manor!
Is there anything I can do for you, Samuel?
What the hell is that?
Hello? Yes. We've arrived. It's nice here. Everything's just like you said. No. Tom's gone shopping. Yes. Tom tied him up. With
Ah.
I know. The man wasn't very nice to me. But I don't think it's good that he can't leave. Yes. I'll keep watch. Bye.
I think I'm slowly going mad. There was a woman's voice. She called me Samuel, and I heard music. All right, now I really must pull myself together. Bobby's sitting down there, and Tom's somewhere around too. The pair of them have kidnapped me on behalf of someone who knows this house. But where the hell am I here? And more importantly, how the hell do I get away? Alright, the fire's out. It wouldn't have burned for much longer anyway.
Okay.
Exposed ceiling beams. Pretty rustic, all that. Exposed ceiling beams.
Ah, so we can use something with the ceiling beams. Trying to see if there's anything I can use here. So the only three things I can use in this room are the chair, the bale, and the beam. Oh. It's possessed. The rope is possessed. I'm scared. The rope is possessed. And we're going to tie it around the bale.
I'll tie the rope onto the binding. Like that.
Now we can lift it up.
Let's see. That works all right. I somehow have to draw my conscientious gods into the room. I somehow have to...
Okay, we've got that.
Bobby'll notice the car, come up here, and we'll open the door. Then
Yeah.
he'll see right away that I'm no longer sitting on the chair. If I'm unlucky, he won't come in and we'll bolt the door from the outside. Or he'll be so alert that he'll spot the trap.
So yeah, we do need to do a dummy. I guess we needed to do this before we could set it up. Fair enough. Okay, and the chair's the only thing we can still interact with.
Wobbles a little, but the back of the chair is supporting the head.
Okay, now... Yeah.
Not bad at all. Why should I tie up the clothes dummy?
Okay, so now we can do it? Yep. Ooh. Spooky, scary.
Okay, now I need to act quickly.
Hello? Everything okay? Oh.
Ouch.
Sorry, Bobby. Nothing personal. And now, let's get out of here. But where's all my stuff? I need my camera. He's still tied up and
Okay, we only have the pieces of rope now.
Let's hope that Tom doesn't choose right now to come home from shopping, and that it's not all that far to the next town.
Yeah, this is the manor house from the first game. The piano, the fireplace.
Wow. The car seems to have withstood the impact well.
Oh, we're gonna take it again. Okay.
A finely carved wooden chest. Now are my things in there? Locked. Yeah, well, it would have been too simple otherwise. The lock in the lid kind of suggests that it's not going to be easy to get the lid open. Yep, so it is. The carving shows small circles over a line. Perhaps some kind of pitch information? That's too many circles for me to tell. That's too many. I'm guessing that the chest isn't as old as it looks at first glance. As far as I know, numerical locks like this haven't been around for long. You have to enter the right 3-figure combination. Only, what is it? I can't just simply keep fiddling about.
A 3-digit combination. Too many. Only 999 technically.
That's a pretty old-fashioned cell phone. Modern ones only weigh about a pound and are no more than 12 inches long. Sure, I could call the police, but what would I say to them? Help, help, I've been kidnapped and I'm now sitting in a house somewhere in Britain. Or rather, allegedly somewhere in Britain. For all I know, I could be in Denmark. Or India. I need more information first. Sure, or rather...
Okay. We got the
This castle
fireplace.
must be a few hundred years old. It would only ever have been heated with fireplaces back then. The chimney probably went through several rooms, so that it could give off heat all over.
We can look.
It doesn't look like there's been a fire here recently, but there are still a few charred bits of wood in the stove. I'll take one of the smaller pieces.
Ah, okay.
Ah, now my fingers are all black.
Portrait.
Who might that have been? The king of the castle? Well, it's funny that lots of folk like to hang carcasses on the wall.
Banners of the family line of this branch.
Some kind of banners or flags. Strange that no one's taken them. These things usually stand for history and tradition. And would somebody who lives in a castle like to have them with them? On the other hand, if you wanted to leave everything behind you, then probably these things would be the first.
Grand piano.
The piano seems to me to be at least 100 years old. Mom got a lot of pleasure from it. She used to play piano very well. I don't play any instrument at all. And if I could, then I'd rather play bass in a grunge band than a piano in a castle. I didn't know what I should play, apart from the fact that I probably wouldn't be able to play anyway. I didn't know what I should play. Get out? Get out? Without...
Okay, we've got this.
That's too many circles.
No, we can't use anything on these.
That's too many circles. I can't just simply...
Okay. Oh, a stag's head, that's what it was. We can still look at it, so...
In Evil Dead, I thought these stag heads were funny. But this one here is pretty quiet, and sure hasn't got much to laugh about.
We can still use the piano. So usually when I can use something, the cursor turns red, so I'm kind of using that to tell real quickly. Oh, sandwich paper.
Bobby must have had himself a sandwich. And there's the wrapping paper still.
Ah. Okay. Now we can look at the chest and use this.
Circles are recessed into the wood. That means that they must be able to be traced on the paper using a piece of charcoal.
Yeah.
Worked well. You can easily recognize the circles as well as the lines. What if the circles on the chest are simplified notes? Notes which just give the pitch but not the duration of the note.
Okay.
the circles on the chest be simplified? If they really are notes, then there's a starting point missing. Perhaps you can begin anywhere, and just have to pay attention to the relative pitch of the notes with one another.
Oh, come on! I don't know my notes. No, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it would be, yeah, no. So no. Do, boo, boo. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That was
Woo!
it. I think. I didn't make any mistakes. Always the same note. Two, 3, 5? Like 2, 3. No, I think the first was 2, right? I may need to do this again. Well, at least I was right about it beginning there, that the bottom note was that. I can't read it, I don't know my notes, but I do know that the interval is, the pitch, the shift in the pitch in the scale is like that. No, I got it wrong. Oh. Well, now I'm screwing up big time. No, that's... Oh, 3, 2. Yeah, okay. I had the right... Wow, I had the right numbers. I just didn't have them in the right positions. Got it. Combination worked. Alright, there's my stuff. Alright, I'll just take this stuff. I probably won't need the rest anymore.
Oh, God. Okay, now we can exit. Ah, the manor is definitely not looking so good.
Oh, great. Wonderful. I'm in the middle of nowhere. The next house could be miles away. And Tom could be back at any minute. I think I better find out where I am first. If Tom does come back, I can always jump into the bushes. Whoever the guy is, and judging by his clothing, I bet he never reckoned on ending up standing in a swamp. Not long now and you'll see this place.
Oh yeah, the reason why she may have left is because the swamp was spreading. I forgot. Because that was the issue, was that the swamp was spreading over the grounds. There's a boy over there?
The boy's around 12 years old, I guess. Looks like he could be watching me. Hey, kid! I know you're there. Come out, I'm not gonna hurt you.
You couldn't anyway. I'm much too quick for you.
If you say so. I'm Darren Michaels, a mighty physics student.
I'm Van Helsing.
Whoa, the vampire hunter? I always thought you were a bit older, sir.
We can ask about the two things.
Can you tell me where I am? What's this castle?
Eh? It's the old Gordon's place.
The Gordons? From Willow Creek?
Willow Creek? I don't know what you're talking about. Sir Richard and Lady Eleanor used to live here.
And where are we exactly?
Where? In Wales.
Oh, great.
Hmm.
I saw some toys in the castle. Are they yours?
Yes, all my things. And my car. I got that for my birthday.
Aw.
I daren't go in there since those men have been there.
You better not. They're dangerous.
Are they werewolves?
No. But they kidnapped me.
Cool.
Have you seen the two men who are living in the castle now?
Yes, nasty men.
You bet.
One of them chased me. Said he would call the police if I don't disappear.
I'm sure he wouldn't do that.
The woman was much nicer.
Which woman?
The pretty one
I see.
was here a few weeks ago. She was snooping around and asked me about the summer house and the laboratory. And then she went. She took some blood samples with her.
Strange. Did she tell you her name? Or what she planned to do with them?
She needed the blood for research. Angelina said.
Whoa, what?
For research. Maybe she's a vampire hunter too.
So
What
Angelina
does she
has
look
been
like?
here.
Well, like a woman.
Like this? Did she look like this?
Yes, that's her. But she had long blonde hair when she was here. I liked her much more like that.
Long blonde hair. And when did you say she was here?
It was before my birthday. About 4 weeks ago.
Long before we coincidentally bumped into each other.
Ah, yep. So, yeah, she's part of the order, isn't she? That was a damsel in distress routine. And Reginald was probably against the order, investigating it, was following her to see what she was up to.
What kind of summer house is that?
It's all ruins. Blew up.
Really?
Yes, long time ago. My father says that old Sir Richard died in
Oh.
an explosion. He had his laboratory in the summer house. He was a scientist. I think he was a vampire.
Really?
Of course. He experimented with blood. Who else does that kind of thing?
Maybe you're right. And they gave up the castle after the explosion?
Maybe. That was 10 years ago. Since I've been coming here, the castle has always been empty.
What exactly did the woman do when she was here?
Looked at the castle and the summer house, especially the house.
Do you know what she did there?
Looked for something, and I think she tried to get into the old laboratory. At some point, she gave up and started searching at the tomb in the marshes. I had to go home because it was starting to get dark. When I came back the next day, she walked past me coming from the summer house. She had a bag of blood in her hand and was very happy. And then she left.
Listen, Van Helsing. Can you do me a favor and keep watch for the car and the other man coming back? I need to have a look around here, and, I need a lookout.
Of course. Nothing gets past me.
Excellent.
So she was looking for blood so they could find another descendant of the
Can't
Gordon
possibly
family,
be a
right?
Coincidence. Angela snoopes around the Gordon estate, and I discover a connection to this very family in Biddeford. Did Angelina lie to me? The question is, did she have a good reason, or does she work for the Order?
Ah, there we
I
go.
can't leave here before I found some answers.
Okay, well... the summer house. So, this is how Richard went. Well, I'm assuming he wasn't too unhappy about that.
That could have been a tower at one time. The princess would have been locked in the top, waiting for her knight in shining armor. Who knows what's waiting there now? I'm pretty sure that there's something interesting inside, but I can't get inside from here.
Garden hose.
A water hose, which apparently they used to use to blast the garden. It's had it. There's a huge rip in it about a yard long. I was probably watering it over the winter, and when it froze, it will have bursted. Hoses have been real useful to me up till now. Hopefully the same goes for this one.
Ah, yeah, the water, so we'd have to...
Filthy water tap. Well, who'd have thought it? Still works.
But we need something to help
The
patch the
house,
garden hose.
or what's left of it, is not as old as the other ruins here. Apart from the burnt places on the ruins, I can't spot anything else of interest. This wall is definitely just as old as the tower, and just as shaky. I had to keep away from it. The only function of the wall seems to be to hold up the gate. I won't disturb it.
Collapsed wall.
That's where someone either tried to turn into the entrance, or the wall fell down through old age. Behind the wall is where a kind of moat begins, maybe 4 or 5 yards deep. Down there's just stone and junk, perhaps a few objects from the Middle Ages. Swords, armor, that sort of thing. But that's for archaeologists to worry about.
The fountain. We saw that before.
The bowl is full to the brim with water. The outlet's probably blocked so that the rainwater can't escape. A tree's blocking the way. But I reckon I can climb over the trunk.
Oh, yummy.
Oh, damn! That could also have gone in my eye.
Okay, we got the marsh. Oh, the old
It seems
tomb.
to have not rained here for a while. That's why the morass is relatively hard and dry. Otherwise, I would have sunk in deeper, and might not have been able to get out on my own. Luckily, it seems to have not rained here, otherwise I would...
Water basin. There's the monument. And the church ruin
Is that
should be
also
up
some
there.
kind of grave? Huh. Nope. Rather more like a water basin. There's about half an inch of duckweed floating on the water. A monument. And there's more behind. Maybe some kind of family plot. Strange. None of the graves look like they're from recent years. Most of the stones must have been standing there for decades.
Huh. Oh, there we go. I can barely see
Three
it.
very similar trees, all about as thick as an arm, about 3 or 4 yards tall, and pretty bent over by the wind. The trees only have their first branches quite high up, and barely any leaves. They're obviously not doing too well, but they're still too thick to break them and bring them down. The trees, but they're still too...
No.
Huh. The ground's real soft everywhere here. I think it must be a swamp. I bet as soon as it rains, you can't put one foot in front of the other. This building must be the only one you can still get into.
Over here would have been the secret passageway.
Little Van Helsing reckoned that Angelina had spent a long time messing around the tomb here. And here's the lid, not lying squarely on the sarcophagus.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about losing our head up here.
There are some stone chips which have come off the edge. Doesn't look all too old. Angelina had opened the sarcophagus, that much is clear. But why? I don't know why Angelina had lifted the lid off the sarcophagus, but she did, I'm sure of that much. The question is, how can I do that? The lid must weigh several hundred pounds. Angelina must have definitely had some kind of suitable equipment on hand, as opposed to me.
Nope. That ain't gonna work. Okay.
Could be.
Oop.
A stone figure holding weighing scales. The scales are empty. This stone statue is covered in moss, like the others. It's carrying a metal shield. Unusual.
Hole.
Obviously a wild, romantic place. Only the stinking swamp outside ruins the atmosphere. Obviously a wild,
Okay, we can still use that. Make sure we can't use anything. Okay.
The shield hasn't been moved in years. False alarm. In horror stories, there's always secret passageways.
And
in
under
the
that one
sarcophagus
is.
like this. And they always lead down into secret underground chambers. In reality, though, I think I can exclude that idea. There's only probably some horrible...
You don't know how wrong you are.
Even maggots in there. The lid is partly fallen in. That would appear to have been a few years back, though. The lid is partly fallen. Huh. It's a miracle that the stairs haven't collapsed, but I'm still not gonna step on them.
Oh, a pulley.
A pulley, somewhat battered and weathered. But it still works.
That's exactly what we need.
That could help me to get the sarcophagus open.
Exactly.
I can't get the lid open using the pulley on its own. A good plan. Unfortunately, the pulley is hung up somewhere up there with a hook. A simple principle. All you need is somewhere to secure it, and you have to get the weight securely fastened onto the lower hook.
Oh, carrying slings.
Belts. They look like carrying slings. They look new. belts are a ripstop weave. They'll sure hold quite a bit. I'll place the sling around the back right corner, and the other around the front left one. The slings are exactly long enough to touch in the middle. Great idea. Oh, but sadly... Obviously a wild, romantic... A good plan.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to have to end the part here because we don't have that much. We're kind of past time. Anyways, you shall hear from me in the next part.